Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's fan-made Gallifreyan script, which uses this combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make the consonants. And the vowels are a bit trickier. They're always smaller little circles, and they kind of change their position depending on what vowel they are and on which of these 4 stems they're located. So kind of putting things together. This is an E by itself, right on the line of the word circle. This is an E inside a B stem, so if this is like the stem outline, E's are in the middle of the stem. Here's a J, E, T, E, T, H, E, because J, T, T, H. Anyway, makes the most sense in practice, so let's go ahead and take a look at this design. In Sherman script, you read bottom counterclockwise, and here is our bottommost word, and here's the bottom of the word circle, and a bit of this circle overlaps the bottom center of our word circle, so this is our first letter. So it is a circle inside our word circle, so it's this stem, and there are 2 dots in it, or on it, or near it. I did kind of put these dots. This one is kind of ambiguous, whether it's for this one or this one, but I tried to make it look obvious, like here's a group of 2 and here's a group of 3. Anyway, so group of 2 with this one, so that's a K. And in this script, you only use a C if it's a proper noun or an acronym or something. If it's a C that goes K, then you use the letter K. Similar thing with Q. You only use the C and Q if it's like an acronym or proper noun or something where you can't otherwise substitute it. So anyway, this is a K, so a K. Continuing around. Here we have our next stem. 1, 2, 3 dots. So these 3 dots go here because this is a group of 3 here, even though this is a group of 2 here. Anyway, these 3 dots go here on this shallow divot. Now this stem is 50% or less completed, as opposed to this stem, which is more than 50% completed. So this one is shallower, is still a stem. Anyway, so 3 dots on this stem is an R. Continuing around, here's our next little letter. It's a little circle, so it's a vowel, and it's inside our word circle. So if this is the word circle, this is inside, this is outside. O's are inside, so by itself, inside, that's an O. Continuing around, here is another letter. It's a double line, 1, 2 lines here. So it's a double letter. So these 2 lines are the same thickness, so the letters are going to be the same letters because they're the same thickness. And we got to look and see how many lines end on this. So this line passes through, so it doesn't count. But this little guy ends here. And because this one breaks, it effectively ends here and it ends here. So 1, 2, 3 lines end on this. This is kind of a cheesy little thing I did because it's a double line. But 1, 2, 3 lines ending here. If this line were to have continued through, it would just be 1 line. Anyway, but 1, 2, 3 lines ending on this double shallow divot makes that a double S. So K-R-O-S-S. Cross is our first word. Here's our next word. Here's the bottom of the word circle. Here's our first stem. It's a circle inside the line of the word circle. So we're in this row. And there's 1, 2, 3 lines ending on it. So that makes that an M. Continuing around, here we have our next stem. It's a circle on the line of the word circle with 1, 2 dots on it. So that is a Y. So this one is fairly simple, my. Here's our last word. Here's the bottom of the word circle. Now, even though this one is slightly lower, it doesn't cross the middle plane, so we'd read this one first. So this is bottom going counterclockwise. Here's the first stem we hit, and it has 1 line ending on it, 2 lines ending on it. Now, these ones that pass through don't count because they pass through it. So this thick one doesn't count. It only ends on this stem. So anyway, 1, 2 on a deep divot. Makes that an H. Continuing around, here's a smaller circle. So it is a vowel, and it's on the line of the word circle. So that makes it an E, like that. Here we have another small circle, so that's another vowel. It is outside our word circle, so that is an A. And now we have another stack stem, except these are different thicknesses, so they're different letters. You read thin to thick. So here's our thin line, and by it there's 1, 2, 3 dots. So that is an R, and then here's our thick line, which has nothing, because these dots can't count twice. So this one has nothing on it, so that's a T. And then we have our last stem here with 1 line. And then we have the thick line and the other thick line. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. This is just a decoration continuing off of this line, so it doesn't count for anything. But 1, line ends here, 2 lines, 3 lines, and then pass through doesn't count. So that's 3 lines on a shallow divot or an S. So H, E, A, thin line R, thick line T, and then last but not least S. So cross my hearts.